Hi guys. Oh, sorry. It is Mary Jo from Mary Jo's Creations. How y'all doing? I hope you guys are having a great day. Um I was going to put out a video today. Oh, if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for everyone who comes back and watches my videos and who subscribed. It means so much to me. I appreciate every single one of you. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here, and I hope you come back. I hope you like it, and I hope you stay. So, I was going to put out a different video today, which is Tuesday, because I'm actually filming this on the day it's coming out. The video I was going to put out, I had to take the part almost the entire sweater because it was almost done and it was way too big. And it's not one of those like forgiving sweaters that if it's okay if it's big. No, it did not fit right. I started on the sleeves and it was way too big and it wasn't going to work, so I had to pull it all the way back to almost to the beginning of the sweater and shorten it and redo it, and it's just a big thing, and I'm just so upset, but I'm also okay with it because I want to be able to wear it, right? So that's, like I said, that sweater is not going to be a sweater that's going to look good. It's not really a sweater, a cardigan. It's supposed to be more like, kind of like a coat. So it just wasn't fitting right. It wasn't sitting right. And I just ripped it apart. Anyway, I realized that I have not made a video of the things that I made in February. And I don't have some of the things that I made because some of them were gifts and some of them, I gave to my friend, like the wristlets and stuff. So I don't have everything, but I want to show you what I have, and I want to go over the yarn that I used in February. I think March is not going to be as much, but it is what it is, right? And there were some things that I didn't finish, but that's for another video. So right now, let me show you, and I have no particular order because honestly, I can't remember exactly what order I made the things. So I'm going to show you my wearables first. And I know that some of these things were in like some other videos for my Valentine's Day video and stuff like that. But I'm just going to show you everything that I have here that I finished in January. And I think this wristlet was one of them, but who knows? Here was my first granny square cardigan, and it did come out kind of big, so I kind of redid it in blue, but I'm still going to end up making another one. But anyway, here is my Valentine's Day granny square cardigan. And it is very big. Sorry, the video, I don't have what do you call that? A tripod anymore because mine broke, and I don't have another one, and I haven't been able to get one. So I'm trying to figure out how to film this so you can see all of it, and it's been a rough couple of months, and the year just started. Oh, hold on a second. Let's see. Is that better? You can still, like, can't see all of it. Because, again, it's just... Anyway. This is the pink granny square cardigan that I made. It has one giant granny square in the back. And, like I said, this one did come out very oversized. But I'm okay with that. And I did put buttons on it. But the buttons are kind of small. I have to find buttons that actually are a little bit bigger that fit better, but it does have a hood. And that's one piece. I also made my Valentine's Day sweater. And this was also a new pattern that I wrote. And it is a V-neck sweater. Now, I did make another one using a lighter weight yarn. That if you saw one of my previous videos, I was wearing it. And I actually put out a video about the sweater. I did make the V a little bit lower on that one. But this was my Valentine's Day sweater. And I think it came out really pretty. Pink is not really one of my colors, but you know, it's always good to have a pink sweater, right? Then we have this was my second attempt at a granny square cardigan. And I'm going to decide which one I like better. But this one, I could have actually, like, made another row. I did put a little clip in this one because I didn't make buttons. But this one also has a hood. I love hoods, by the way. But I do also, and I made the hood a little bit too down. I should have been more up here. But again, for those of you who don't know, I haven't been crocheting for very long. And really, this is like, these are all my patterns, my designs. And I'm really trying to find what I like better and, you know, just make a whole bunch of different things. And then whatever I really like, I am writing all of it down. I will be like, you know, hopefully making patterns for them. This one actually happens to be my favorite. To be quite honest with you, I am completely obsessed with this. I want to make it again in like a different yarn and maybe a different weight. But I also did put this cute little, if you can see it, they like clip on and then you can like, and they have a little hook and they're removable. So if you just want it to be plain, you can just take it out and not have anything. But this is my patchwork sweater. And I absolutely love this sweater. And this was, if you watch this video, this was a mistake. It was supposed to be a scarf. But anyway, so I made this one. And I definitely want to recreate it and write the pattern out for this one. So far that's 3 cardigans and a sweater. And then I decided, ooh, I am so sorry. I dropped you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Where did you go? There you are. Hi. Oh, I'll probably cut that out. Okay, so here's the tote bag that I designed. And I actually got an order for 2 of these in different colors in blue. But this is my tote bag design. And this was the first time I ever made a bag out of acrylic. And I'm absolutely obsessed with this bag. I have used it, but I think I'm going to like, although it's pink and red, and there's like red and white in here too. This bag, I want to make a tote like this for myself, to use in the summertime. So I might make one in like a purple, because that's like, if you know me, that's my go-to color. I love purple. To wear like fun colors, or I might make one in a nice yellow. But this was my tote bag, and I love it. It's great. I get a lot of compliments when I use this and my other sweater. But I also made this hat. Now, hold on. Okay. I had to sit down. And I showed you all the wearables. Now, this hat, I cannot remember when I made it. And I don't think I showed it to you, but this hat was sitting on my desk, so I think I made it in January. I can't remember. If y'all remember that hat, let me know. Because I could have sworn I wrote everything down, but apparently not. So, what I did make was this hat. And this one. And this one, which I love this hat. Let me see. It came out so cute. This was the first time I made a hat like this. And I just think it came out so adorable. And it did come out a little bit big, but honestly, if y'all know, I have very long hair. And the reason why I make some of them so big is because I like to tuck my hair into the hat. And that's usually why I make them a little bit bigger. So that, let me see if I could turn around. So that my hair like sits in the hat. Let me know what you think. I actually love it, but that's why I did make it a little bit bigger, because these hats fit nice and snug. See that? They fit nice and snug. And I wanted a hat that, you know, I can tuck my hair in. So that's why I made this one a little bit bigger, because this one, I actually like might keep this one. I don't know. I got to put these up on my website. So far I have 1, 2, 3 cardigans, a sweater, a tote bag, that's 5, then 6, 7, 8. Then I made a bunch of these, but I honestly have 2 left. My best friend took one. I have one on my keys. And I don't know where the other ones went, but someone has them. I made a scrunchie. And I do have a list here, but there are a bunch of stuff that I don't have. I made a black hat that I gave to my neighbor who, you know, she really needed a hat. She's like 80 years old, and she was walking outside with like a scarf on her head, and that's it. And it was like 14 degrees. And I just made her a hat. I couldn't see her with, you know, without a hat anymore. But I made, I don't know, I made a little bag for, and a lot of the stuff that I made, honestly, is in my other videos, if you want to go watch those videos. But I just wanted to give you an overview of the stuff that I've made and go over the yarn that I used. I did use quite a bit of yarn in wow, words. In January. I mean February. Well, I did in January too. Where is, I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I do have all of these written down. So I will go over the labels with you. And then I believe that is in my room. So we can go over there. And it is a bit chilly in here still. Believe it or not, y'all, it's what? The 23rd or the 24th today? March. And it's still like 40 degrees outside. This weather is driving me crazy, and it's not making my fibromyalgia, fun to deal with. But if you want, you can put a guess as to how many labels I used this month. I mean, wow, in February. And I know this video is late, but my life has been upside down, and with all the health issues that I've had, it's been a struggle, but I really did want to give you guys a video, and I haven't done this one yet. So let's go take a little walk to my room, and we'll go over the amount of labels that I used. So I mean, I didn't make a lot of things this month. This month, I haven't really made a lot of things this month either. But last month in February, I didn't make a lot of things, but I did make a lot of big things. And I'm still working on that blanket. But again, there are a few things that I want to finish before I can touch that blanket again. And, it's just because of the way I've been feeling and all of my health issues, I haven't been able to crochet the way I want. And I feel a little sad because I feel like I'm not doing a lot. Or I'm not doing enough, which is ridiculous because, given the size of those items and how long it takes me to make them, a cardigan, like my patchwork cardigan, took me like 4 or 5 days. And that's because, again, I wasn't, working as efficiently or as fast as I wanted to, like I was before. I have slowed down a little bit simply because I've been getting really dizzy lately and all of that. But anyway, let's go see how many labels I used this month. And if you want to put a guess, not this month, last month, February, Mary Jo, February. I'm a hot mess, y'all. I'm so sorry. 1 second. Okay. So we're back in my room where it's nice and warm. And again, let me know if you think this is a lot or a little. I think that it's not my best. But then again, that's when I started to feel sick, so I wasn't able to make as much. And yes, I know they were a lot of large projects, but still, I'm a little, honestly, I'm a little disappointed in myself. I thought I would have used a little bit more, but let's go through them. The big twist, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I used 11 Big Twist. And now, mind you, that's just an estimate because I have a bunch of, like, half to quarter skeins that are being used for the blanket that were used, but they were just not finished. So this is just what I completely finished, not all the yarn I used. But anyway, then there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the loops and threads. Five of the loops and threads. And if I'm not mistaken, most of this was for my, what do you call that? Patchwork sweater. 2 of these were half skeins. So, like, basically it was 4 skeins that I used for that cardigan. But I have 5 finished skeins of Loops and Threads Soft Classic. And then I used 1 skein of the Mainstay, which is for the bag, because if you watch that video, you know that I double stranded that bag to make sure it had that structure, and it was with Mainstay and Big Twist. And I used 1 skein of chenille. That was the scrunchie. I had also made another scrunchie, and I gave that one to a friend of mine. And I was, left with half a skein, so I made another one. So, in total, for the month of February, I used 18 full skeins of yarn. Or I finished 18 skeins of yarn. I don't know if that's a lot. I feel like it's honestly not enough. But you let me know what you think. Do you think that was good? Do you think that was bad? Do you think that, what do you think? Like I said, I know I'm probably crazy, but I kind of think that was a little slow for me. But again, I'm a little, nutty, so maybe I'm just wrong, and, that is a lot of yarn. And I'm just, trying to find a large skein so that I can, maybe it'll fit in this one. So that I can, like, scooch them in all one. No. That's not going to fit in there. Maybe in this one? No. Maybe in this one. Maybe not at all. I don't know. I feel like I'm going completely nuts. Okay, so we're not going to do that. What I wanted to do was, like, slide them in like I've done in my other ones, but these are all very big skein labels, so we're just going to, let's do it this way. Okay. There we go. So, in the month of February, I used 18 skeins. Again, I just feel like I could have finished more. Granted, February's only 28 days. And, I did, the best that I could. I don't know if that was a lot. I don't know if I made a lot of things. Again, I know that some of you will be like, you made a lot. And granted, I know that they were big items. So, you know, like the cardigans, give or take, each took me about a week, anywhere from 5 days or so to 7 days. And there are some things that I started that I didn't finish. So I did have other things that I was working on that I didn't get to finish, like the granny square blanket. And I have those granny squares. Most of them are halfway done. They're all started. If you watched that video, if you didn't, you should go watch it. But I am going to do a video about that. I just wanted to work on my sweater and get this green, my cardigan slash kind of like jacket, I guess you want to call it, that I unfortunately had to frog all the way back. And it's a little bit, like I said, disheartening because I was so close, man. Dude, I was on like one sleeve was almost, like one sleeve was about up to here. And I was about to, I started actually the second sleeve. And when I put it on, it just didn't fit right. It was too big in the back. And because of the way the yarn is, it wasn't, it's not like a flowy yarn. It's made to be more of a stiff fabric so that it'll be really, really warm. And it didn't look right. It was way too big. And like, when I mean way too big, I mean like, I think I have to remove like, what was it? A total of 40 rows or something like that. That's how big it was. It was way too big. There's no way that that was going to fit right. You know, and so I had to take it apart. But it is what it is, right? That's what it is about creating. I think that I am going to, I don't know what I'm going to do with that video. I don't know. It's already kind of long because, like I said, I was right at the end. And I don't know what to do with that video. I don't know if I should, you know, put that video out and, like, you know, at the end, like, I still didn't do my outro for the video, right? So I don't know if I should show you during the outro that I completely, like, scrapped almost everything. Like, I literally took out the sleeves, and if you see it, honestly, you'll probably cry. I'm not kidding. Like, I was so close to being finished, and when I went to do the try-on, it was like, no, and I literally took apart everything and went all the way down to the very beginning. I think the only thing I didn't frog was like 20 rows. And it saddened me a little bit because I felt like I was so close. And it just didn't look right, didn't fit right. And I knew that if I was to finish, I wouldn't wear it because it's supposed to be more of a fitted jacket kind of situation. And I didn't like the way it was looking. So I had to frog it. And I don't know if I should, again, I don't know if I should put that video in. And, you know, I don't know if you guys would want to see that. A sweater almost, a jacket almost completely done, and then I take it apart, and now I have to start all over, basically. And I wanted to wear it. Now, I was going to say, I wanted to wear it this week. Now, I already started working on it again, and I'm, getting there. I don't want to show it to you right now. But, I'm, I don't want to say, I'm already on the back piece of it. So I had to frog a little bit of it because I missed a few stitches, and I'm telling you, the way I'm feeling right now, it's like slowing me down, and it's frustrating me even more because I try to be as efficient as possible, and I try to get as much done and use my time wisely. And when I have to frog something back the way I did, it does, like, it hurts me a little inside, to be honest. And especially because, my mind isn't working right. I'm so messed up because of everything that's going on that I can't concentrate right. And when I make a mistake like that, which I know is not my fault, I know that. I know it's not my fault, and I know it's okay. But it's still like, I don't know, it hurts me a little inside because it sucks that I am right now in a situation where there's really nothing I could do about it other than what I'm already doing, which is taking my medication and hoping that everything will even out soon and I'll feel a little bit better and be able to concentrate more and not make simple little mistakes that I've made simply because I can't concentrate. And again, I know it's not my fault. And I know that the thyroids are aggravating everything. They're aggravating my fibromyalgia. They're making my ADHD, a little bit worse. With everything that I have, the thyroid is just aggravating everything, and until it gets under control, there's really nothing that anyone can do about it. And even though I'm taking the medication for it, my dizziness has gotten a little bit, not worse, but not better either. And I feel emotionally drained, exhausted. It's just been a real struggle, and I'm not some of, my friends might say a little bit different. My friend, she might say a little different, but I'm not a control freak. I don't think, but I am a control freak in the sense that I try to be as efficient as possible. And when I can't get there, it makes me feel like I failed. Because I made mistakes that, I don't know. I'm sorry I got a little heavy there. I'm all screwed up from everything health-wise that's going on, and it's made me literally a even more emotional mess than I normally am. And, it's just everything, man. Like, I was down to a great weight, and then now I'm back up, and it's just everything weighing on me. It's driving me crazy. And then I try to put out videos and make videos, and it's just getting so overwhelming. And then I feel bad that I don't have a video to put out. And then I wonder if, anyway. Um, this went completely off the rails like my life, apparently. Oh. Guys, if you've stayed till this point and you've listened to my ramblings, thank you so much. If you want to stick around, I would love that. Oh, sorry. I'm just a girl. Oh, trying to figure this shit out. Honestly, let me know if any of y'all who are my age feel the same way, because I swear to God, I'm an adult, and I'm a full-grown adult, and to some people, I'm old, but I still feel like a child. I still feel like a kid. Like, I don't know. It's rough, man. Being an adult is rough. Being a grown-up sucks. I swear I can't. But anyway, I used 18 skeins of yarn. And they're big skeins. They're not like little skeins, right? Like, did I write the totals? Like, I completely went off the rails. I did not write the totals for this one. But, like, this isn't like little skeins of yarn, right? This one has 363 yards. No, 397 yards. 397 yards. That's a small one because it's chenille yarn. But all these loops and threads is 354 yards. And this big twist is 380 yards. So if you look at it, I mean, honestly, it's a lot of yardage. All jokes aside, only 18 skeins, but it's a lot of yards because they're big skeins. They're not tiny, small skeins. They're like over 300 yard skeins, almost 400 yard skeins. So I think that's pretty good. But you let me know what you think. Do you think I did good? Do you think I did bad? Do you, what do you think? And if you like this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all of you. And, again, this channel is really, like me figuring shit out, creating new stuff, making patterns, hopefully, like, creating new things so I can write down my patterns, and hopefully one day being able to release them. And, honestly, I only started crocheting in 2024. So this is only my 3rd year crocheting. Last year was the first full year that I started making wearables. So I'm on my 2nd year of actually full-blown crocheting items. So I don't think I'm doing that bad. But, I hope you come on this journey with me and, see what it is that I come up with next, what I create next. I have a whole bunch of ideas in my head, and, hopefully I can execute them and get a bunch of new things out, and hopefully be able to put some new stuff up on my website that I just started last year. MaryJoesCreations.com. And I hope you come on this journey with me. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And just all I ask is that everybody, please be kind. You are more than welcome to have whatever opinion you have, and I strongly, firmly believe that everyone is entitled to their opinion, and we don't have to always agree. But we do have to be respectful of each other. And that's what I always tried to teach my daughter and all the other kids that were in my life. Like, you don't always have to agree with each other. And that's the beauty of life. But you also don't have to be mean or be hurtful, and also you don't have to push what you believe onto other people. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and as long as you're respectful of that and, you accept each other and, for who you are, that's what makes everything special, right? So I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.